I'm sorry. I apologise. I got a phone call. Every time I get a phone call, it just completely turns the stream off. So frustrating, especially when we just got up to 300 people. Damn. You invested in Shiba. What's Shiba? I don't know what Shiba is. And I don't understand what... I don't know what... I don't really understand it all at all. I don't understand any of it, to be fair. What I've done is I've put money in... I can't even remember what they call it, to be honest. I'm going in blind. I don't know what I'm doing. It's a group. What do you call them? A group of... You put your money into a pot and it gets divided up from loads of stocks. I don't even know what they're called. But that's what I've done. I've put 70 quid into this. And I'm going to put another... Bonds. Are they called bonds? All right, okay. Well, bonds sounds about right, yeah. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put 70 quid in it every week. I'm using free trade or something. I think it's... Yeah, I got a phone call. When I get a phone call, it turns the stream off, unfortunately. Just crashes. Just goes off. Just goes black and gone. Yeah, I'm going to put 70 quid a week. Virgin Galactic. Best investment I've made. Just got to wait. True. Yeah, if you've got any stocks you want me to put on, let me know. That aren't ridiculously expensive. Let me know if you know of any that are going to be going through the roof. Invest in Lordstown Motors, mate. Solana, crypto. See, I don't know anything about crypto either. I wish Didi would be a millionaire. Are you a virgin in a Volvo? No, I'm an idiot in an Iveco. I don't get crypto. I don't know how trustworthy it is. Yeah, I've wanted to invest in crypto for ages. But I can't actually find a site that I can... Or like the wallet thing that you've got to buy and all that. I don't really trust them. Coinbase is the most trustworthy. Right. Invest in me. You will lose everything. Yeah, man. Coinbase for crypto. All right. £28.80 tonight in supermarkets. Wow. Get in. XRPD, the best investment. What's XRP? I mine Ethereum. Oh, I had a mate that used mine. I don't know what it meant, but he used to leave his computer on all the time, and people used to do transactions through his computer or something. Is that called mining? That's what he used to do. Just use Skybet, better losing it there, it's more fun. With a gaming GPU, you make £5 a day. Wow. Got 5 PCs. XRP is crypto, ready to explode. Right. Cool. Sounds awesome. I just don't know how to do any of it. I'm not. I see what I mine PRB. I don't know what any of that means. I have absolutely... Are they finished? Nay. A egg. No way. There were 4,000 parcels on here. You're not finished already. Surely. Don't be finished. Are truck drivers still into the dogging scene? I don't know. You can crypto if you have a Revolut account. Don't know what that means. No, don't tell me he's done. Alright. Are you done?
No, no.
Oh, thank God. I thought you were done then. What do you want me to do? Move back a bit? Yeah, alright, bud. I thought move back a bit. Let's see if I can do this. Oh. See if I can do this instead. Stay on break. I need it to stay on break. What are you putting your window down for when you only have to move round a little bit? Because I'm a bad driver. Oh. That. Come in. Start waving. Start waving. That's it. Banksman. You go, lad. Whenever you're ready, truck, you can start moving. Whoa, don't do that. Oh, am I going to be able to restart this brake? God, how far back am I going? I'm going to be at fucking warehouse in a minute. Bloody hell. Get back on brake. Go, go. Back on brake. Are you going to take my keys off me again? I'm alright. Cheers, buddy. I'm back on brake. It's worked. Get in. See, that's what you can do. You can move a little bit and stay on brake. I'm still on it. What's your army number? 3010 7918. 3010 7918. I think I'm sure that's what it is. 3010. Was it 6918? Fuck. Have I forgot that? Oh no! I'm actually feeling really bad now. I'm sure it's 3010 7918. I do apologise. That is shocking. I can't believe I've even got to question that. Frig. I'm going to say 7918. What an idiot. Yes. Hermes do employ your 25206 Wow, you must have been in well earlier than me. Well, not well, yeah, well earlier than me. 25156819. Wow. Yeah, they do employ casual drivers. Yeah. When it comes to stocks, SP500 in Dice is the best option. SP500, I think I seen that today. Came across your videos about 2 weeks ago. Since then I handed my notice in as yard manager, transport manager. I'm going to go on class 1 since I passed the army. Why? What was wrong with being a transport manager? Why did you have to hand over the keys? So you can't move anywhere while they're in back. Would you ever do international drops? No, not really. You invest in the whole market with an SP500. So what is SP500? What is it? Is it a stock? Like a bond thing? Or what is it? You got any crypto? No, I've not, because I've never had anything that I trust. Top 500 companies in the world. Huh? Google it. Top 100 companies. Okay. What do I think of tanker work? Boring. Boring, that's why I don't do it. I was going to work at, what's that? Abbey. I was going to work at Abbey Logistics. And I just thought the job was just going to be boring as shit, so I didn't bother with it. I couldn't be doing with the job and couldn't protect the drivers, and more kept getting overruled by people that didn't have a clue. Right. Was it good money though? Because I'm doing my transport manager CPC shortly. Is there really a huge driver shortage, or is it propaganda? Wow. Standard & Poor's 500 top 5. Cool. What's the difference between a woman and a fridge? Unlimited refills of hot frothy milk from spoons. You minger. Right, I'm going to look for this SP500 thing. Is there really a huge driver shortage, or is it propaganda? My personal opinion is it's propaganda. My personal opinion, I think it's an absolute load of nonsense. It's like I've said before, I've said it numerous times now. It's not that the driver shortage, it's just drivers are using the common sense and going to somewhere where there's more money. Will you do me a favour before I tell you, give this video a thumbs up? There's only 24 thumbs up. Doesn't help the algorithms, do you know what I mean? Really doesn't. Doesn't help anyone see my video and nothing. You ordered sauce night? I got peanut butter. Oh, peanut butter is the best Y food flavour ever. It's mega. Hermes good for new drivers? Yes, they are. They're a good thingamajiggy bob. Yeah, they are good to work for. Yes. I'm a dividend stock investor. Now you've confused me. I don't understand what dividends are in the stock market. I didn't really understand what dividends were when I was self-employed, to be fair, and I used to pay myself dividends. I didn't get it. XMR Monero will break the bank next year. Will make bank. XMR Monero. Invest Monero. I will try. Is there a company you'd like to drive for? Any? I'm not bothered. I'm not bothered as long as I'm in a truck. I don't really care. The government is letting people do Class 1 straight away, supposedly. I've never driven a Renault Magnum, no. I do want to, but no. It's still, there's like 196 people and still only 82 thumbs up. I mean, you know, when you get paid dividends off a stock market or a stock thing, how do they pay you? I don't get it. What's the wait like for tests on Class 1? I've no idea. Is supermarket runs a good job? Do supermarket work with the Class 1? Thanks, Mr. Ginger Ninja. Cheers, dude. Shit, what was the question then? Oh, balls. What did I get asked then? I said I was going to answer and then forgot. Stocks basically are the dividend. Oh, right, okay. Oh, no. I forgot what the question was. Oh, driver shortage, innit? Right. Yeah, driver shortage. Wow. Yeah, the bottles of Y food are better. I agree. Anyway, right, what we're talking about, driver shortage. Right. The thing with the driver shortage that I think is, I've been a YouTuber for about 18 months, I think, somewhere like 2 years. The thing with the driver shortage, I'll get this out in a minute, is you don't see any shortages of bricks being delivered to building sites. You don't see any shortages of roof trusses or slates being delivered to building sites. You don't see any shortage of steel being delivered to construction sites. You don't see any shortage of petrol being delivered. You don't see any shortage of lamb and beef being delivered. You don't see any of that stuff. You don't see any shortage in parcels being delivered. I mean, has your Amazon next day Prime delivery ever not come next day? Even though I heard you say this about 100 times. I know I've got to repeat myself all the time because I keep getting asked it. It's like your Amazon Prime. It's like that argument I was having with that absolute clown on Facebook who said parcel deliveries are done in vans, not in HGVs. I've got 4,500 on back here. Parcels, next day delivery parcels. A truck has literally just left. I've been sat here waiting for an hour and a half for another truck that's just gone. He's probably had about 4,000 parcels on the back as well. And I'm taking 3,700 and something Amazon parcels back to Hermes. So you never see a shortage in that. But for some amazing reason, there's a shortage in food deliveries. I don't believe it. I think it's a load of bullshit. It's a load of rubbish. It's not the flip-flops have gone back home. It's just that people are working for Hermes and Amazon and DPD and FedEx and whatnot because it's better money. And hauliers, subcontractors like Mark Thompson, for example. Mark Thompson are doing DX and Hermes because Hermes and DX and them lot are paying better money than a supermarket would for a subcontractor. That's why there's this shortage of food, supposedly, because no one wants to work for supermarkets because they're paying peanuts. Like, look at Waitrose now, offering the drivers 52 grand a year. That's more than a solicitor. Frig. That's what I mean. That's mental money. We dispatch 3,000 consignments via Hermes a day. That's what I mean. Hello, Saz, I saw you then. Do you talk with Trufka J? I have done in the past. They're nothing in our shops. Where are you? Answer. For that, no. Piss off. The amount of parcel deliveries has skyrocketed due to fall buying more online after like. Damn right it has. It's absolutely just, it's crazy. It's like, the other day, I was at the missus' house and she went on to Uber Eats, I think it was, and ordered about 5 items from the co-op. I was like, what? She ordered like a packet of crisp, a bottle of milk, some apples, and croissants and some lube. I can't remember. I'll fucking fly go away. And a guy on a push iron come and delivered it. I'm like, why the frig didn't you just tell me you wanted something from Co-op? And I would have gone. It was literally up top at road. I would have just walked it. Madhead. But yeah. She went and bought something off Uber Eats or Deliveroo or something. Like, wow. What's the other example? Oh, Amazon Prime. I bought some batteries off Amazon Prime yesterday. Not yesterday, the day before. Because I forgot. and my remote wouldn't work. And I went to Tesco's, forgot, got back and bought a pack of batteries off Amazon. Like, how lazy can you get? What? I'm at Carlisle. That's where I am. I demand to know. Rubbish. Oh, God, it's warm in here. I am cooking on gas. Are you going to any of the truck fests later in the year? No, probably not. I don't know. We'll see. Have any of your previous companies... I've just been called a bellend. Get in. Have any of your previous companies started to get you back for work? Yeah. Yeah, quite often. All right, Mucker. How are you, dude? I'm all right, mate. Dida, which is the best truck stop and why? I don't know. I've not visited them all. But off the top of my head, the ones that I did like the most was Penrith, because it's very easy to park at Penrith and it's very professionally run. It's very clean. Very, yeah. Carnforth is another one. Very easy to park. Very clean services. Nice showers, etc, etc. Strensham North is a good services, but it's a road chef because it's very easy to park, very big. Carnforth and Penrith are very good, very good. There is another one that I used to try and stop at all the time, but I can't remember which one. I used to actually aim for it. I can't remember what it is, so it's gone off my head, sorry. The worst one was Something Farm. The worst one I ever stopped at. Something Farm. Someone will know what I'm on about, and as soon as I see the name, it'll come up. Anyone tried to nick your cargo or fuel? No. Do you miss security fencing? No, I can't frigging stand it. Didi, have you been to Washington? Sometimes see one of the gassy records. No, I've never been to Washington. Do you see many road accidents while truck driving? No, I don't. What's that farm called? Come on, someone must know. Somethington Farm, I think it's called, or something like that. What's it called? Come on, someone will know. Lincoln Farm. I knew Elliot would know because he stopped there all the week and I told him how shit it was. Well, he didn't stop there, he just had a food there. Yeah, Lincoln Farm. I stopped there once and I told him I was going at 2 o'clock. I parked up in a bay. Or not a bay, but like I parked up in between two trucks. And I said I'm going at 2 o'clock in the morning. They said, right, come here. Come and park here. So they put me in between all these trucks. Right? All these trucks, they put me in between them all. So I was literally sardined in this little area of trucks. And they had a coal burning fire, which just filled my cab full of fumes all night, and I woke up with a really sore throat. The showers were 16 million fecking degrees. I couldn't get underneath it. It was too hot. And I was just pissed off. And then when I got up at 2 o'clock in the morning, none of the trucks had moved. So I was just sat there like, now what? Sat there like, okay, I'm going to be late. What do I do? And I think I sat there until 3:15 before one of the trucks, like diagonally up there, moved. And this one outside of me had moved. So I had to squiggle out to try and get out. And it was just an absolute nightmare. There's a truck stop as well. I think it's on the M25. An actual truck stop. And that's the same, where they cram you in. They proper pile everyone in. Literally inches away from each other. And it's like, yeah, I'm going at 3:30 in the morning, pal. My shift time's 3:30 till like 6:30. I'm going at, yeah, don't worry, pal. We'll put you here. He's going at 3. He's going at 2:30. You'll be fine. Yeah. You wake up and you just sit there like, well, yeah, it don't look like he's going, does it? Common sense dictates to you that if he's parked up after you and you're on a 9-hour shift, he definitely ain't going before you. So don't lie and put him there, you fucking fool. Yeah, it is a shithole. God. Are there really prostitutes at the services? If so, where do they come from and how do they get to the services? I've never seen a prostitute. Never. Would you not prefer having the same truck every day? I couldn't care less. Do you miss the boat? I do miss going to the docks, yeah. What would you say is the worst thing about truck driving? Boredom. Probably for me. For me, it's boredom. because I've got ADHD and whatnot, and everything else that goes on with me. When I'm truck driving now, because I find the job that easy, my mind wanders all night. My mind just plays games with me all night. And I'm going to do a video about the worst things about truck driving, because my positivity has just not worked whatsoever. Every single positive vlog I've put up has fell flat on its face. Every single one. You can see how the reach is how much YouTube promotes the video and how much it puts it on other people's screens. You can see it starts off, it goes up like that, and then it goes across, and then it goes, and it just stops posting it. Just stops. So I'm going to do a video about the worst things about truck driving, and the last thing I'm going to talk about, I'm telling you all now, the last thing I'm going to talk about is mental health. And it's got to be the last thing, because if I put it at the beginning, YouTube again won't put the video out, because it doesn't like people talking about mental health. It hates it. I have a question. When you pass your class 2, do you need to do your theory again? No, you don't, mate. Lincoln Farm. It is a mess, yeah. Have you stopped at the Farm Cafe on the A17? I don't think so. D doesn't do prostitutes. Just homeless women, because you can drop them off anywhere. Yeah, man. What time am I back at home? I've no idea, mate. What does class 2 nights with Hermes involve? You load up empty cages yourself onto the back of the truck, strap them down, take them to, well, I don't know if they work nights or not, to be fair, because there's all class 2s here and they're not out. I don't think they do night, I'm not sure. But anyway, when I did that night on class 2, I loaded it up with empty cages. Then I drove to Doncaster and went to Superdrug, took the empty cages off and left them for them, and put loads of cages back on. Yeah, put the loaded cages on, bring them back, they get unloaded, and then go out for delivery. They all get sorted, put onto Arctics, and then sent out. That's what they do, brothers. That Rick Reed was demanding an approximate answer for something. I'm going to approximate and say no. Thanks. See job locally advertised for nights with Hermes. If you can, don't go direct with Hermes, because the pay is rubbish. Way up, man. How you doing? Just finished watching Alex Belfield, Voice of Reason. Watched Jim Davison at the Barbican Theatre this Friday. Gone bloody brilliant. Don't know who either of them are. Sorry. Class 2 at Hermes, they load you in next days and send you down south. Hi Nessa, just seen you on Accept for Access's video. Okay, Pat Davis. Or I. So yeah. Oh. Just done half an hour. Tired. It's HGV a good career if you're only 19? I don't know if you might find it hard to get work at 19. I don't know why you can drive buses. No idea. But you can't drive trucks. Don't know. No, I don't fancy international. Not at all. Someone's just asked me. What would they ask me then? What did he ask me? Oh, what's your company say about your recording? I'm actually quite surprised. The managing directors of Hermes actually told me that they liked my videos. All they want to know is when I'm going to be uploading a video. So I said I upload every Friday, and they was like, all right, okay, cool. They like my videos. They like it that I'm bringing truck drivers to Hermes. They like it that I'm trying to build up the HGV industry. I was quite surprised at that. When I got pulled to one side, your videos have been watched. I was like, oh, balls. And I thought, that's it, I've stuffed it. But no, they, Liam Crouch Fitness. Yes, man. How much roughly does it take to do the CPC test? What, the Mod 2 or the Mod 4? The Mod 4, it takes about 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes. I've been off 12 days, missed the sound of the refrigerator humming right behind you. I thought, oh no. Oh no. I hate that. I was telling Neil today in yard, he was asking me about kipping in cabs like. And I said there was one time I parked at this services, I can't remember which it was. And I had a wide load on, so I took 2 bays up. And it were empty. There was half of it that was completely empty, and the other half had trucks in it. And I went to the bit that was completely empty and took up 2 bays with this wide load. And I just got comfy in bed. I put my laptop on my seat, just got my head down, And next thing, right next to me, I stuck my head out at the window and I went, and I'm not usually like this, but I was knackered. I stuck my head out and I went, "You taking piss, you pal?" And he went, "What, mate?" I went, "I've just moved all the way over here. Get away from you feckers." I said, "And now you've gone and dumped it right at the side of me with fridge going." "Oh, sorry, pal, I'll turn it off." And he went, beep, and turned it off. What's the fucking point in having it on in the first place then if you can just turn it off? You dope. Recently gone back to the security industry, but once my points clear off my car license, I'm doing my HGV. Good luck, dude. Awesome. Is that pimple all from that juice that everyone thinks you're on? It's not a pimple, it were a boil. I popped it today. Look at the size of it. That is an absolute whopper. I popped it today and just water come out of it, and it was just pissing water for about 20 minutes. I can't hunt the horn. I shit myself then, not gonna lie. I've no keys. And I didn't think it was gonna work. Fuck's sake, man. Oh, can't make this shit up, you really can't. Fucking hell. Didi, you have to be the most positive thing to come into the HGV industry. I've been driving 3 years and all year is hate. I hate this job, can't stand this job, and I can't understand why they do it. You are correct, Dylan. Do you think the government will fund licenses? I've no idea. At least that made everyone laugh. At least everyone laughed. Crack on. That's all I'm here for. I'm here for make you laugh. That's what I do. But yeah, I shit myself then. Not gonna lie. Pooped it. Really didn't think I was gonna do anything. Especially not after the first 4 times that I pressed it. I'm not interested in football. I'm a Leeds fan, but I don't watch them or anything like that. Whatever. People message me when they lose and they're like, "Haha, we beat you," and I'm like, "Oh, who did they play?" Tell us a joke. I ain't got none. Yeah, actually I have. I went to a mate's the other day. I wanted to buy some bees. I want to try and make some honey. And I says to him, "Can I have 12, please?" And he goes, "Yep." And he counts out, gets a box, puts these bees in, bzz, 1, bzz, 2, 3, gets to 12, puts a 13 in. Shuts lid and I went, "I only asked for 12. He went, "Yeah, that's a freebie." Yeah! That's the worst fucking joke ever. Oh man. Oh dear me. Look on your face of that horn. Yeah. Awesome. Dad jokes. You're on there. You're on. You're right. Dad jokes. Fucking brilliant. Oh god. Gotta love it, don't you? Gotta fucking love it. Hey dear. They're on about going back to the old system for new drivers going straight to class 1. Can you tell us that story with your bird again? Which one? The one where she twatted me in the head with a bucket. I were a good in that one. Right across the top of me, fod, just let go. Woof. Fucking hell. Stars and everything. Make some more TikTok memes. What are TikTok memes? German word for virgin. Fits nice and tight. Tell us the bucket one. I bet a lot of you haven't seen the bucket one, have you? Didi, you know but a joke. Can't say you might spread it. What's the difference between a stripper and a magician when one's a cunning stunt and the other one's a stunning cunt? How was your visit to Southside with the kids? It was quite boring. You told us a few weeks ago and you had to end the live in shame. The Red River liquor. That's me, baby. Yeah. Yeah. I think it's a bit daft me letting people go to straight to class 1. I think if you want to drive just a class 1, then fair enough. But I don't think you should be able to drive a class 2 on a class 1 radio, on a class 1 license, because class 1 and class 2 are completely different routes, completely different way to take corners, completely different stopping distances, completely different size. No, not for me. I don't think they should. If you want to drive a class 1, then just drive a class 1, that's fine. But if you want to drive a class 2, you don't just do a class 1 license. Yeah. The bucket story. We went to the spa a couple of weekends ago, and it was awesome. We was like in the hot pool, then the cool pool, went in the steam room, went in the sauna, went back in the hot pool, went in the cold pool, and then we went in the hot pool and we got shouted out. So we all went, everyone went out like, and I walked up to this like little shower cubicle thing that was just, it was in the open. Anyone could see into it and whatnot. You didn't strip off and have a shower. But there were two showers. Well, there was one shower and a bucket. And this bucket was, honestly, it was about that big. And about, well, you can't see, can you? It was about probably the size of my body. From my waist to my neck. It was massive. A massive wooden bucket. Dead thick. Like so. And I went up to this bucket and looked up, and obviously me being thick as pig shit, I looked up and I says to Mrs, "What's this bucket? What's this all about?" And she pulled this cord and this bucket just tipped up. So the bucket was like top, bottom. It was like that on an angle. And the bucket tipped up like that. And it just drenched me full of freezing cold water. And I went, like that, obviously, took my breath away. And she let go of the fucking string. And the bucket come back round and smashed me right in top of head. Right in top of poof, like that. Fuck! And it just pretty much sparked me out. Pretty much knocked me clean out. I was seeing stars and I was, you know what I mean? And I kind of fell into the corner of this shower thing like that. Oh, what the fuck was that? Whoa, wait, what? And as my sight come back and I looked straight facing me, there were this couple sat in the sauna, pissing themselves laughing. They were horizontal on the benches like that. And I was in corner like that. Fuck. Whoa. Pissing myself laughing. Proper pissing myself laughing. It was well funny. It hurt. Proper like sparked me out, but it hurt. But it was funny. God, I died laughing. Does IKEA know about your bathroom parties? No, IKEA doesn't, unfortunately. Well, fortunately. Yes, we went into the disabled bathroom at IKEA and had some fun. Just to let you know that. I will do it anywhere. Well, the thing is, I have cold showers. So it wasn't really that bad. It's like when we went to Total Fitness on Tuesday last week, and we went into the steam room, the sauna, the hydrotherapy pool and all that stuff. And then when I come out, I had a cold shower. I walked out, straight out of the steam room, straight into under the cold shower, freezing cold, and I was fine. Because I have cold showers at home, so it don't bother me. But this bucket thing just proper caught me right off guard. Christ, twice. Freezing cold, smash in the head. Woof, woof, woof. Sparked out in the corner. Absolute minter. What else have we done? What else? Hermes advertising now on their career pay. Class 2 night drivers, £15 an hour. Is this legit? Seems it is a good wage if it's 15 quid. No, it didn't knock any sense into me. It knocked it out, if anything. If anything, it knocked it out. Yeah, it was funny. It's very humorous. Trying to think of what else I can tell you that we've done or I've done. Well, not what I've done. I wouldn't talk about stories that I've done in the past now as I'm with her, because I think that's just disrespectful. Do you know what I mean? I won't tell you about any crazy stuff I've done with girls beforehand. But yeah, we've actually been quite good. We've been quite good recently. We've not done it in any strange places. When a truck comes past, try and get to beep its on. Why is it a truck's not going to come down here? I'm on an industrial estate at night. Everything's shut. There's only Hermes that's open. Everywhere else is shut dead. Mad Mike, he ain't been there for ages. Where have I not been? Why did you leave the agricultural company? Because they was just taking the piss out of me, quite frankly. No, I've not had any food today. Hermes don't allow passengers, no, unfortunately. These Coopers are rapid. Had to go in my boss's stage 2. I hate it when people from UK call cars stage 2 and stage 3 and all this stuff. I hate it. Fucking stage 2 and what? That's an American thing. What a load of rubbish. I don't even know what it means. The agricultural company. Am I driving class 2 or class 1? Seriously? Have you watched any of my videos at all? What the frick? No way. This Hermes that I'm looking at, they allow anyone. It's stage fucking fast. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, the agricultural company. They were just taking the piss out of me. And the trucks was shit. The truck always broke down. And it got to a point where they was kind of saying that it was my fault. Because the truck was always broke down. I had a big massive argument with one of the guys at Bibby's. Because I said he's not doing his job right. He's shit. And I said they need to take it somewhere else because it's not working right. It's like, it went into Bibby's about 4 or 5 times because the tacho kept going off. It just went off, which obviously is a big issue. So, be driving down and all of a sudden machine would just go off. Just not working. So, we took it into Bibby's 4 or 5 times to get the tacho machine fixed. And then when they let me out without tightening my wheel nut up, they put the markers on but not tighten the wheel nut up. Nearly killed me. Could have tipped the freaking thing over. They said that they were changing. They said that they was changing to a different mechanics. What the friggin' hell did he just go? Oh, he's there. Just seen someone walking around and he vanished. So they took it to a different mechanics and we took it there. They was in for an hour and a half and they fixed the tacho machine just like that. But then Bibby's went crying and they went back to him. And I just didn't like them at all. I didn't like, we were never fixed. It's like, this is another thing. It was in Bibby's over at weekend, Saturday, Sunday. I picked it up first thing Monday morning. I drove it up the, what's that? Oh, I forgot that road now. Out of Warrington. The one that's a 7.5 ton limit now. Comes off the East Lancs. I forgot the name of it. Anyway, I got down there, turned right, come to the junction for the A580, the East Lancs. I turned right, and then water pissed out everywhere. Just pissed out everywhere. They'd not put a Jubilee clip on the water hose. Winnick Lane, that's it. They'd not put a Jubilee clip on water hose. The water hose blew off. Right, dude.
One more, shouldn't pack about 10 feet or so.
About 10 feet, okay, sure. Alright. Yeah, they'd not put a clip on water hose. So water hose blew off and pissed out coolant out. So I had to sit there and wait for an hour for a van to come out with a watering can full of coolant. God. Wagwan fam, allow me a visit. Engine oil level low. Fucking brilliant. Get back on brake, lad. Has it worked? Yes, it's worked. We're back on brake again. Bit clever, that, isn't it? Oh, need keys.
Thank you.
Hi, mate. I've been watching a lot of your old videos, not new ones. I know my old ones are well better. My old ones are better. These new videos, I'm not going to lie, they're crap. Because I'm not doing anything. Job's a piece of piss. So I've literally just got to chat shit for an hour. Does working night makes the job so much easier. Knackers you, but be worth it. Nights, if you can sleep, then nights are easier than days. A lot easier than days. Because you don't wake up to an alarm clock. Ever. Hi, Gareth. In a hydrogen-powered spaceship. Nice one, dude. Alright, Max. Yeah. So it's like, when I get home now at 4:30, I literally go in, wash my face, brush my teeth, and get in bed. That's it. No messing about. Don't cock about. Don't do anything. I get straight in bed. Then you go to sleep and you just wake up whenever you want. Hello, Simon. How you doing, bud? You get up whenever you want. You don't have to get up to an alarm clock, and it's brilliant. And also on nights, have you got blackout blinds, pal? Yes, I've got blackout blinds. Yep. There is a flying thing behind you. Okay. Yeah. You don't have to miss out on any appointments either. You don't have to have a day off work to go to the dentist or go to the doctors. You can make an appointment and go. Do you know what I mean? That's another brilliant thing about nights. Roadworks and diversions are really annoying. Very, very friggin' annoying. Do you just eat when you're hungry? I am doing now, yes. When I am training and dieting properly, like I was doing 6 weeks ago or whatever, then I eat every 4 hours. I was eating every 4 hours. When I jump on the stuff in October, I'll probably be reducing that to every 3 hours. Probably be eating every 3 to 3.5 hours to try and get bigger. And then obviously I'll show you the changes that I make. Hello, Dee Dee. I'm not going to stay long because I've got college in the morning. Another young gun. All right, Scott Rigby. Hey, how you doing with your job, bud? You passed your class 1, didn't you? Crazy. What's your favourite pot noodle? Be honest. Either beef and tomato or chicken and mushroom. But if I have beef and tomato, I put Worcester sauce in it and a load of ketchup. Extra ketchup. With Hermes, can you literally tell them when you want to work? Yeah. Yep. I said I want to work Sunday to Thursday and I want to start at, I think I said 6 o'clock. And they said, what the frick was that? And they said, you have to give a 2 hour time slot window of when you want to work. I said, right, between 5 and 7. That's all I said. Should I become a lorry driver? Don't know, that's your decision, that, pal. Sorry, I can't make that decision for you. Is the Sunday rate higher? Yes, I'm on £21 an hour today. Met your dad at Peterborough last weekend? No, you definitely didn't, sir. Definitely did not meet him. I would stay awake until about 11 AM and go to bed. Can't go to bed straight after work. I know a lot of people can't, but I do. Always have done. Shit, what was the question then? What we're going to talk about? Oh, diversions. Yeah, the M6. The M6 has been frigged for weeks. Weeks and weeks. And it's just an absolute joke. Last Thursday, I was stuck in 8.5 miles of traffic just to get onto Junction 19 roundabout because they'd shut the road off because of that bridge. Would you prefer lorry or truck? Not bothered. It's all good, pal. 250 per shift Saturday, Sunday, £15 an hour. Does your dad have his own YouTube channel? No, he don't. My dad don't do nothing. Blackpool Illuminations M6 style. Exactly. How much bleeding work does that M6? Well, they're doing Junction 10 now as well. And if you've seen, I don't know how many of you've seen there, but when you're going up the M6 towards Wigan, they've installed the poles for more speed cameras, which means the roadworks going up the M6 now between Wigan and going towards Preston, they're going to be extended further back towards Haydock. That's an absolute fucking joke. It's going to cause absolute carnage. Absolute carnage. The M6 is just an absolute mess. What happens if you run out of time in traffic? You run out of time. If you go over your time, you just do a printout when you stop and just write on. You just write on your printout, stuck in traffic on M6 roadworks. That's it. Have you had any or many ladies in the back? Oh, they will limit the road to 50 mile an hour. It's already limited up there. It's already 50 mile an hour with 2 normal lanes and 1 6'6" lane. And obviously, people sit in middle lane doing 47 mile an hour. I got pictured. Someone took a picture of me. The missus hung out the car with a phone and took the picture. And I was actually smiling like that. Because they were sat in the middle lane doing like 44 mile an hour. And I got right up their ass and flashed. I was like, just fucking move. Just shift. There was nothing about. They were just sat in the middle lane. And she stuck her head out at window with a phone and started doing that with the camera. So I went like that. Up my window. Like, what are you going to do? You're breaking the law. You shouldn't. You shouldn't be a middle lane hogger. It's against the law. I've never been to I-Force. No. M4, but you've got more chance of being shot by the cowboy wannabes. Oh, sure. Give this video a thumbs up, will you, please? 308 people. We finally got it back up to 310. Go on. I'd love to see that picture as well, to be fair. I was kind of expected being tagged in it on Facebook or something. Is this you, Dee Dee? It's funny. Every time I get sent a picture of a Hermes truck. Is this you, Dee Dee? How the fuck should I know? Probably not, no. There is hundreds of Hermes trucks. Oh, There's another Mark Thompson truck here. Another Mark Thompson Scania. Raking it in them, boys. Honestly, I thought Wittering Trucker was your dad. I remember a long while ago you did a video, he's saying, yeah, don't block the entrance, you fucking dope. I said he was my dad to try and get him more subscribers. That's the only reason why. He's definitely not my dad. So yeah, Bestie's 50-mile-an-hour car. Lane hoggers, grrr, we're not allowed to undertake, but can't use lane 3 even if what we're supposed to do. Exactly, Ness. Exactly. Absolute bollocks. I love Scanias. When I get my own truck, I want it to be a Scania. I want it to be an old Scania. Where does it to work to taco time restrictions? It's a piece of piss. An absolute doddle. The only problem with your taco is you forget. You forget that it's there. That's the only time you really bollock it up. It becomes second nature. Trust me, it really does. When you first get into a truck, when you first start reading about taco laws, this is why, again, I'm going to do another video on this. I'm going to do a video on taco laws, try and break it down a little bit. When you first start reading them, and there's that many, you get proper confused. Really confused, and you're like, I'm never going to get there. Never going to suss it. It's so confusing, so difficult, etc, etc. I understand, because I was the same. I'm like, I'm never going to suss it. But it's like the 4.5 hour driving rule, and being able to do 2 10-hour shifts, two 10-hour drives a week. I think in over 12 months of driving a HGV, I think I've gone into a 10-hour drive once. So you don't need to worry about it. Your 4.5 hour driving time is on your taco, and it also flashes up when you've got 15 minutes left. So you're never going to lose that. You're never going to forget that. And you're never very far away from somewhere you can park up. If you're in the between 2 services and you really need to have a break, just come off at the first roundabout and go down an air road, and I'll guarantee you'll find somewhere to pull over pretty sharpish. I've never not been able to find anywhere to park up. You can plonk it on an industrial estate anywhere, especially at night or early on in the morning. If you park on double yellows on an industrial estate overnight, the only people that can move you is at police. Do you know what I mean? The 6-hour rule, where you got your 6-hour working time directive. To be fair, there's not many times you're going to do 6 hours work without an opportunity for a break. So it's like, just say for argument's sake, well, it's like at WS. I'd get in and they might give me just say for argument's sake, I get a 5-hour drive to my first collection. Obviously, I'm then only going to be at work for 5 hours, maybe 5.5 hours, and I have to have a 45-minute break for that driving period. So once I've had a 45-minute break, that completely wipes me my working time directive. Done, completed, done, finished. So you get to your location that you're doing your collection, and then you park up, go and do your paperwork, tell them what you're collecting, and then put it on break and sit there while you're being loaded. So you're on break then for an hour, and then just say for argument's sake they give you a 6-hour drive to Cumbria. You can only drive them for another 4 hours, and then you've got to park up. So you've been on break for over an hour, and then you drive 4 hours, and you park up at night because you've run out of driving time. Job done. Simple. And that's how easy it is. If you have a more busy day, then every time you stop, you just put it on break. Stick it on break straight away. It's like POA. Don't use POA. Just completely forget it's there. Don't use it. POA isn't even made for us. It's not made for UK. It's made for Europeans. Europeans use POA to have a break, and they use bed to sleep. That's how they do it. So I've been told anyway, when Polish drivers and whatnot come over here, they get loads of infringements because they have the brakes on POA. So they'll put it on POA and have a 45-minute break and then set off driving again. That's why it resets your driving time. So never use POA. It's just completely pointless. It bollocks everything up. Just use brake. Well, you can just take your car out and crack on, but that is illegal. I have done that once when I worked at Fresh Direct. I don't know if I should have said that or not. But yeah, I did, because they wanted me to do a night out in a DAF LF with no bed. It's like, what? How the fuck do you work that out, you lunatic? Have you ever had any hairy moments whilst you've been parked up for the night, like hearing criminals? Nope, never. Never had my fuel nicked, even in lay-bys. Never had anything tampered with, never. Do you use your own TAC card for the practical training, or you order it? Well, you should order it as soon as you do your medical, order your tackle card. But when you're doing your training, you do it without one in, because you're not working, so you don't need to record that time. You only record it when you're working. Take care, dude. I'm putting one foot in bed. Take it easy, bud. Do you ever come to the Crew Hermes depot? I would, though, but I've never seen. Yeah, I've been loads of times to the Crew Hermes depot. Loads. Meanwhile, somebody's down the side of his truck now siphoning diesel. You ain't going to get much diesel out of this, mate. It's gas. Is there a limit to how much driving time you can go over when stuck in traffic? No. Crack on. If you're stuck, you're stuck. Do you know what I mean? I've got stuck before. I've been stuck. I was on the M50 during the roadworks. I was a scaff and I've just passed my HTV. Top man, good luck. Congratulations, rather. Well done. Yeah, I went over my 15 by 2 hours, I think, because I got stuck on the M50. Can't steal fuel from the spaceship. No, you can't. Yeah, when you go on to like the hard shoulder where they're doing roadworks, it's literally one-way thing. And there was a crane in front that was setting up and everything. And then there was a scissor lift kind of forklift type thing. Like one of them basket things on an arm that folds down and it popped. There was one of them, another guy, and then me. And I was stuck for about 2 hours. I ended up doing like 17-hour shift before I made it to Strensham for a break. How'd you got on reversing when you first started? I was shit. I was shocking at reversing when I first started. Shocking. I've done a video on it. I've actually got a video on a day or a week's reversing. A day's reversing or something. They're not allowed by but they do it anyway. Stupid, really, considering the speed people travelling. Yeah. Some trucks do 60 mile an hour. How do they get? You just get the tacho calibrated to go faster, but it'll still say on the speedo that they're doing 56. I mean, we've got trucks here that do. We've got one truck here that does 58 mile an hour. We've got a couple that do 57. This does 56, and then we've got some that go down to 53. And it all says 56 on the speedo, but they're not. And it all says 90 kilometers on the tacho as well, but it's not. No, the gas truck is not as powerful as the diesel. Not at all. They lose puff very quick. No trucks do 70. It's illegal to do over 60. So as long as they keep them to 60 then. Did you go to Barry's wedding? Nope, wasn't invited. Turn on the radio. Why? Yeah, that extra 2 mile an hour makes a massive difference. Massive. 53 mile an hour in a truck is ridiculous. Horrible. Oh, it's horrendous. Getting overtaken by everything drives you insane. Same as buses then. Is it 50 on a single road too? No, it's 40 on a single road, I think. 40 on a single road, 50 on a dual, 60 on a motorway. What do you think of potentially having driverless trucks? Never. Not going to happen. My work van is supposedly limited to 56, but with a GPS speedo it's only doing 53. Yeah, that's it. Why don't they just limit them all to 60 instead of different limits for different trucks to do with the truck's engine or... Well, I can't remember where I heard this, but what I got told is I thought that trucks being restricted was because of fuel and the environment. I thought that it was to keep emissions down. That's why I thought they were restricted. But what I got told was it's actually for like a consumer fair trade or something. Because if there was trucks that did 65 and trucks that did 55, all the people that wanted stuff delivered had picked the fastest trucks. So supposedly what I got told is they all got restricted to 56 so that they all did the same speed. So no one got there any faster. That's what I got told. I don't know if it's true or not. Good evening, Lee. Yes, I've been told that these trucks are tracked. Yes. The trucks at WS The trucks at WS, the trackers that they have are absolutely ridiculous. They tell you, literally the trackers for the trucks, tell you how fast the truck's going down a road. Even when it's been down it. When it's been down it, they can go back and see how fast you were going. So if you were speeding on a road, they can see. You can see how fast you were going. Every time you broke hard, it showed in red. So they knew every time you broke hard. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Yeah, they've got to track me. Is truck driving a good job for someone who's planning to get a mortgage? Yeah, because you can earn a fortune truck driving. It's a piece of piss. It's weird that I'm often on buses. Some do 50, some 55 and 62, and then there's a couple of unlimited. Push it does 64. Mint. That always puzzled me. If all HGVs do 56, why do they insist on trying to overtake each other so you're stuck behind it in the middle lane forever? Because we're not just going to sit there and slow down because of someone else, are we? We're going to overtake. Do you know what I mean? You're all paying £20 an hour. Holy shit. Hiya Chris, thanks for watching my videos. I can't start the truck engine. Have you got some sort of, like, noise fantasy? What's it called, that noise fantasy thing? And now he's deleted his message, you madhead. Are all the trucks automatic? Near enough. Who's got the bangers on? It's these in here. They've got a massive speaker going. I've already done 4 days of my CPC. I only have do 1 day left. So I'm going to wait until 5 years and then do it then. ASMR, that's it. That Bailey's got ASMR thing. 1310, my vehicle height. So maybe that's how tall it is. You've got to know that. What do you mean you'd be impressed without looking? Got to know how tall it is. It's 1310. See? Did you check first then? Yeah, I did, but make sure it were right. The tracks at WS sound the same as the track at Asda. They can tell me when I've opened my driver's door and how long I've had it open for as well. Yeah, the trackers at WS are like that. It's crazy. Do you stick to 20 and a 20? I'm not answering that. If I pass an auto test, I can't drive a manual. No, you can't. He thinks you're a mock truck in your kitchen. I know, flicking his bean to SMO. I know he asked me to press me on. He's asked me to turn engine on. What? Let me show. Wind my window up. That's powered by fucking gas as well, by the looks of it. Christ. Asda was £32 an hour this weekend in London. Fuck. Wow, get me on that. Knock, knock.
Hello, driver.
Hello, sir.
I'm just about to your paper for you now, for your return trailer.
Lovely.
If I'm not back out by the time they're finished, they're nearly done.
Okay.
Drop this down the bottom cart back, I think I mentioned before, and it's that trailer on the right hand side. Yeah.
The one on the far right?
Yeah, the far right, yeah.
Okay, okay.
And I'll get the paperwork ready for you.
Brilliant.
All right, buddy.
Thank you very much, sir. Cheers.
Thank you.
Disrespected. Nope. Don't get disrespected. If you're polite, people are polite with you. You can drive a manual if you've done a car test in a manual, yes. What website do you need to get your taco? Google it. Why? I mean, I don't want to be disrespectful, right? And I don't want to sound like an arrogant prick. But why do I get asked stupid fucking questions like that? Seriously. I did all my HGV training from start to finish on my Todd. And I'm thick as pig shit. I did it all myself. I found everything myself and recorded it all on the way. Because they can't be bothered to look, yeah. What time is it? That time. Quarter to midnight. Fucking hell. Really? Jesus. Quarter to midnight. Oh, friggin' hell. Kitten Cat UK. That doesn't sound like a blog. That's good or bad? Well, it's good, but it's bad, isn't it? I'll have a 10-hour shift tomorrow as well. I'm on £25 per hour as we speak for the weekends at Waitrose. Legend. How many hours do you get paid when you're tramping? However many hours you work. Being home at 4 more likely. I don't think the wages will go down now, no. They'll keep going up and up and up. Because everyone's now in competition with everyone else. They have to be. We done, dude?
Aye, fishing dog. Where's that come from?
I don't know, mate. Shit, innit?
We should
I hope it'll be thunder and lightning. That'd be nice.
That will be about right, because it's been fucking scorching here.
It's been
It's been dull.
in Warrington. Oh, it's been beautiful in Warrington.
We've had no sun. There's a little bit of rain in there. Honestly, kid,
Wow.
from 1 o'clock onwards, it was just like, dull, with water.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's been gorgeous where I've been. Clear blue skies, red hot. Aye.
We might get it tomorrow. We usually get a bit of rain, fucking hell.
Yeah.
It's passes over here.
Cool.
That's you, good.
Alright, dude, thank you very much, mate.
No
See you in a
worries.
bit.
Thanks a lot.
Right, I'm going, my friends. I am finished here. I've got to go and drop my trailer and then pick up another trailer. And then... Oh, he's got my paperwork. Legend! Legend. Thank you very much, sir.
Not a problem, buddy.
Cheers. Take it easy. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm taking... I was supposed to be taking 7,000 things back. I'm not. I'm taking 823 parcels back. That's it. But right, I'm going. Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up, give it a thumbs down, do whatever. It's your life. I'd appreciate it if you give me a thumbs up, though. Love you. Oh, thanks, whoever that is. Hope you're not a man. Yeah. See you later, dudes and dudettes. Ciao.